Yo, did you guys see this video of Andrew Wilson getting cooked by this girl right here? Oh my God. This video is titled, "This Red Pill Podcaster is Everything He Preaches Against." Oh, Meezy, it's funny how crazy the Red Pill community has fallen apart, bro. And it's really just due to the fact that people found out it was a grift. And all those people grifted for money, bro. All these coaches, we've seen it. We've seen it with so many people, bro.
Can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you...
He felt that shit in his chest. That shit hit like heartburn. Come on. That shit hurt. Hit him straight in the soul. Ego shattered into a million pieces. Even look at this dude. Damn.
Under
you lick sniz.
your religion.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
You're a Don't talk about my wife, you
What the
stupid.
fuck is sniz? You lick sniz, dude. What the fuck are you talking about my wife for, dude? Come on, man. You're just another OnlyFans whore. Man, see, this is why they don't bring women with 2 brain cells. They bring BBL demons, you know what I'm saying, who only give a fuck about clapping that ass to get OnlyFans subscribers on their shit. They don't give a fuck about actually bringing somebody who's well-researched and knows about the space enough, because they get cooked every time, bro.
Shut your mouth.
Oh.
Shut your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the
That's how you know that struck him in the chest. He didn't even attack her point. He just went straight for ad hominem insults, bro.
3 baby
What did I just say?
Your wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
doll. I'm
daddies?
sorry. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch
Looks like
licking?
a South Park
Do
character.
the men that you try to
Do the women that you try
show
to?
your hatred against?
the women that you try
convince them
to?
that they
Oh, that's
shouldn't?
so
You know,
like,
Charlie,
flirt?
did I?
Oh, he hate that. He don't even want her to talk because he knows that shit got clipped. Yo, Dapper Dan, what's good? Yo, what's good, Crow? He knew that shit got clipped. That shit hurt.
Bring any of your
You
family
called
into?
me stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know.
How did she say that his wife was stupid by any means? No. She just basically called him out for being a hypocrite. And he knew all that monthly course money was about to go down after that. Oh my God. And you know what's crazy? There was probably some brainwashed, fucking lonely, depressed man. Dude, you totally owned her, man. Way to kick it to that whore.
That the traditional values that you try to sell people
Okay.
on are bull.
Let's
You
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Woo! Well, that was a nasty
cooked
read.
his
One of the
ass.
hallmarks of the Red Pill community is hypocrisy. You know, capping in their raps. And
I'm not gonna lie, 3 different baby daddies is insane.
every single day on the internet, a new hypocrite in the community is exposed. That is Red Pill Manosphere commentator Andrew.
Ooh, I'm about to enjoy this, man, because it's like, oh my God, bro. People were dead treating this shit back in like 2022 like it was gospel. And it's just so beautiful to see all the people collapse, bro. We saw Donovan Sharp sniped, right? Andrew Tate sniped. Myron Gaines sniped. Rollo Tomasi been sniped. Now we got Andrew Wilson. Over with, bro. I love to see it. And it's crazy because a lot of the youth now, somebody had said something about the Clav dude. A lot of the youth isn't gravitating towards the red pill anymore. They're starting to go towards the black pill because they realize that it's bullshit.
Wilson. And if you don't know who Andrew Wilson is, well, this is Andrew Wilson.
Can you think of a single time ever in history where women have collectivized and used force to take anything from men?
Not force.
And so
You know what's crazy, by the way? This is something that I learned about debate. You just have to know how. If you know how to debate, even if you're wrong on some shit, you could cook somebody who doesn't know how to debate. There's a whole art form. There's a whole debate club, bro. So you bring in these girls who are 18, 19, 20, 21, they're not going to know shit. So obviously he's going to look smart, and then these guys are going to make edits out of it.
if that's the case and men have a monopoly on force, you're always going to have to appeal to them to not use it on you. Because here's the dirty truth, and it's brutal, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie to you. I know that if men collectivize in the West and decide to put women in little cages, there's not a they can do about it. So they really have to appeal to the benevolent.
I mean, not in 2025 where men can't even do 10 push-ups and 1 pull-up. Come on, bro. Where most people they don't even, come on, bro. Where we live in a world where we got guns. Guns is the equalizer, bro. If everybody got a gun, that shit don't matter. That's like, you know when a dude is in the gym and he's benching 315 for 10, you like all that just to get clapped by the fucking Drake, bro. Like, that shit don't matter, bro.
Of men.
Hello?
And all they do is demonize them. The majority of
Situations-
countries, women have no fucking rights.
In those countries, are they democratic?
No, what do they need
Do you
to be?
think if they suddenly were democratic, then that could change?
I don't know. Iraq is democratic now, and I don't know about the whole women's rights thing there.
In Afghanistan, if you gave women, if you implemented democracy
Who gave
there,
them that? Who?
if men suddenly gave women the right
Oh,
to vote,
if men suddenly gave women rights, that's crazy. If men gave women rights, the women could.
You could tell she was like, that girl's probably like in her first year of college. She thought she was smart. I'm gonna be honest with you though, he's not smart. He just knows how to debate.
Do stuff. I'm fucking razzle-dazzled by this argument.
No one
Tell
ever
me
said-
more.
no one
Bro,
ever-
why would every man want to put a woman in a cage? I'm sorry to say that. If that shit would never happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not let that shit happen, bro. There's so many men, bro. A bunch of lame men like this, dude. We should totally just put these bitches in cages. Am I right, guys? We would dead just look at you like, what the fuck are you on about, bro? I'd rather be around a woman than you any day of the week, bro. Lame as shit.
said men were physically weaker or had less
I'd
of
be
a
performative for the Nyash. That's what I'm saying, bro.
monopoly.
Well, I'm just saying, you're just saying to me that if
I'm just saying.
men gave women the right
Also,
things,
that's a pivot from what I'm saying. Which
it's not. You said
Damn, hold on.
if men gave women the right
Also,
things.
that's a pivot from.
Nah, let's settle this right now. Her versus him. She beat the fuck out of him. Look at her. She big as shit. She built like an anime character. She make his ass tap. You got this middle-aged pudgy man with gray in his beard versus her. It's over.
What I'm saying. Which
It's not. You said if men in
She would beat me. You damn right she would. What the fuck? Look at her. She'd beat you too. The fuck?
Afghanistan suddenly gave
Yeah,
women the
I'm
right
cool.
to
We're
vote,
talking
then
about-
things would sure change. Yeah, no shit. If a brother and sister,
I've
the
explained
sister
how you
can't
can
reproduce,
quantify it.
want a hump, who are you to say they can't, Craig?
Could you defend that incest is good?
Wait, wasn't he the same guy that was in that? Hold on. I gotta look this up. Andrew Wilson vs. What's the name of the bald guy? Quick. He's bald as fuck. He's bald and he has the tattoos and he made the inmate content. Quick, what's his name? Wes Watson. Found it. There you go. That shit just clicked. Bro, he was the same person talking about you can't be tall with tits. He was literally clowning him for being weak. That's how you know
It's
this
okay to
shit's
have
a grip.
materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to go.
Hold on.
But here, no. Why is my?
Do you have
Yeah, I'm
Hold on, I'm gonna
rich
skip a
guys. I
little.
don't have probably the $5 in my pocket.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
a family. I take care of an
Let me skip a little bit. Oh my God.
X thing because I don't value X.
Hold on.
lowest lows and the highest highs?
Well, what's the distinction after you make X
Hold on. Let me go to the part. Is that towards the middle or the end? Men don't have tits.
Enjoy
Let
blood sports
we can
debates.
agree to disagree.
We can, we can.
Yeah.
me see. Wes Watson vs. Andrew Wilson. Let me just look up the clip. Dog, why is it 12 minutes? I just want to watch the moment. Oh my God. Men don't have tits. That shit was funny. Whatever, bro. I give up.
Don't forget.
The way that you want, where you're able to have an open.
And it's and goals.
Okay, fat and I've been in shape.
Those karate bodies.
being free. I think. Oh man.
Or some stuff.
So-
Mr. Steal Your Bitch.
Yeah,
And
so
his buddy.
Keep shaving your body.
What I will
Damn.
say is this. I think the definition of success is a combination of everything that everyone
It's
on
a
the panel.
panel of like lame motherfuckers, bro. I can't watch the rest of this. I'm gonna let it rock. Okay, let's go.
Because the brother and the sister, they just
Hell no, not no alpha male Nizzy, bro. Fuck no. These guys are anything but that.
Yeah, no shit. If a brother and sister,
I've
the
explained
sister
how you
can't
can
reproduce,
quantify it.
want a hump, who are you to say they can't, Craig?
Could you defend that incest is good because the brother and the sister, they both consent, they continually consent? Is that something that you could defend with?
Oh, you found it? Good shit, bro. Thank you, Crow.
This is a perfect example of how insecure people react when they're losing an argument.
Are you proud of who the
Bro,
you are?
why-
Would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. You got 10-inch arms and tits.
If you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. I do think that a rejection of materialism is something missing in society, and I do think that true wealth is the family. Success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that you're doing everything you can to support them. Do you have children?
I do have children.
How many?
I have 2.
Are you saying that your Bugatti and your money and everything
If they
else is
saw me
worth more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's dad's a superhero. Look what he brought to the table. He came from nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's, God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining
That
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
Dude, I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're going to attack.
So hold on. So what happened to the whole mic that he was talking about in that moment? Shit went straight out the window.
You're going to attack me?
He knows he wouldn't do shit about it, and that's the problem.
You're the one who got hostile for having a difference
You're the one who got hostile. But if men collectively came together, now all of a sudden it's boo, 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 boo. Come on.
Secular.
No, there's a potential for harm there.
If you have a higher percentage of people who get married and they have all of those like problems, right? When it's same types of problems, depression, this and that, wouldn't you have to say, well, then he shouldn't get married?
The question was about incestuous
Yeah, but don't
people,
you
though.
understand the point here? The entailment is, if your only objection to it is, well, it could possibly cause you to become depressed, you would have to apply that to all interpersonal relationships, of which, if they break up, the person could become depressed.
Man, oh man, that's some of the worst content I've ever consumed. But recently, Andrew Wilson is in the headline for different reasons, and I will say this is a large part of the reason why the entirety of the red pill community is dying. One of the mainstays in the red pill and
Dying, gang. It's already dead.
manosphere community is criticizing women with kids. We've seen the criticisms before on the No Fugazi podcast.
Oh, yes. He's with a single mom, too. He's with a single snow bunny. Oh, my God. Yes, bro. And that's the trend with all these gurus, bro. They be telling you not to get with a woman with kids and boop, 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 boop. And then they be with a woman with kids, but she's different and blah, 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 blah. They don't practice what they preach.
Fresh and fit. Hell, even Kevin Samuels. Women with kids are used goods and not fit for men to be dating. Hell, even Andrew's podcast made on the Whatever podcast has made the similar sentiments on the same show.
Eventually, down the line, there's going to be an expectation, if you're in a relationship with a single mother, the single mother is going to expect the guy to provide, not just for you, but for the kid. And so that adds like sort of a double duty to provide for a child that's not yours. The issue with
I'm gonna be honest, make the choices that you want, but if you saying don't do this and you're with a woman that's with us, and if you're with a woman that has kids, then you're just basically a fucking hypocrite, bro.
that, though, is there's all the responsibility, but none of the corresponding authority. So she might expect you to provide, but she might not allow you as the guy to have any authority over the child. To me, if you're going to be responsible providing for...
How you feel about picking up another man's save data? Nah, that shit is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy, bro. You know, I grew up in a single parent household, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know how that shit goes.
For a child, and you're gonna step in as a stepfather, you aren't given authority over the kid. Like, most single moms are not gonna
Bro,
allow you
I'm so
to...
happy that I never had a fucking stepdad. I don't think I would like that motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I used to get very defensive when my mom would even try to talk to somebody. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is this, dude? Personally, couldn't be a stepfather. Yeah, I don't think I could be a stepfather either. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care if she got kids as long as I can give her kids every day. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't think I could even have a stepdad. So I don't even know. I can't even see myself in the position as, you know, being a stepdad.
discipline their kid, but they will expect you to provide for their kid.
That's
So
the
it's
girl.
all
That's the girl who did the fucking blackface.
allow you to discipline their kid, but they will
Oh my god, they have a range of characters on this show.
expect you to provide for their kid. So it's all the responsibility with none of the authority.
It's almost like these platforms get like pamphlets every single month to say to themselves like, hey, this is the narrative that we're pushing with these specific talking points, because they use everything. I mean, everything the same. And this is where it gets tricky in the red
That's
pill.
because it's an ideology. There's all the, you know, it didn't start as like this whole manosphere content shit. It started off as books. A lot of those people read those books and they just absorbed that ideology and they're just regurgitating it, and they seen the same clips from social media. And the funny thing is, bro, let me say this. I had a homie, right? This dude got his heart broken by a girl. And that's when he started watching all that red pill content. He made it his personality. And so I would question him about a lot of shit. One of the things where I seen that he was a hypocrite in, he was like, oh, men and women can't be friends because guys just want to fuck. But whole time, his best friend was a woman. And I'm like, what about so-and-so? He's like, bro, that's my fucking sis, bro. What are you even talking about? Boo, 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 boo. As if he didn't just say... You know what I'm saying? A lot of those people, bro, they just regurgitate the shit without actually even, You know what I'm saying? Believing it. What's good, Mop? I do think some red pill things are needed, though. No one wants to be a Akash machine. Bro, I'm not going to lie. That's just like, he's even a hypocrite, though. Because a lot of the shit that he clowned Will Smith for is he's going through it. You know what I mean? They're just two sides of the same coin. They're hypocrites.
Community. A lot of the times, the stuff that they talk about are anti their lifestyle. Some of the key bullets and talking points of this community, you know, women aren't shit, men are superior, you got to get a lot of money, etc., etc. Don't date 304s, are not how they live.
I'm gonna be honest though, you don't have to have a lot of money, because if a woman genuinely loves you, she would make an exception for you. But I do think as a man, like, women like stability. They don't like having to worry about a lot of the big things. So if you have your shit together, she's going to want to be with you even more. Now, if you lead with your fucking wallet, she's going to see you as a trick, and she's going to see you as a money machine, and she's going to use you. So never lead with that shit. But make sure you got your shit together. Especially in this economy, times are tough, bro. You know what I mean?
Live in their actual lives. And Andrew is no different. Maybe a different face than the ones that we've criticized before. You know, No Fugazi, Myron, Walter, or whoever else in the red pill community that's been exposed for living their lives. He's just a different face in New Day. So when he got called out on his platform about having these people, he turned into the same exact emotional creatures that he tends to criticize on the platform. And it's actually very hard to watch.
Because they normally like to put women in a hot seat to be accountable. And here's the thing, you know, women will never take accountability. These guys are the same thing. And this shit was just always a grift. These guys, they just told you shit that you wanted to hear. They sold you a fantasy because there's an underlying problem, right? Society doesn't care about any of men's issues. Men's issues are not taken serious. Suicide, assault, all that type of shit. They don't give a fuck. And so a lot of the time, the narrative is that men are, normally the aggressors in these situations. And I'm not saying that that's wrong, but what I'm saying is men never really have an outlet to voice how they feel about a lot of shit. So they confide in these weirdos and these bozos, and they make them the victim in certain situations. And they make women the root cause of all these problems, being like, bitches ain't shit and boo, 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 boo. And women are, red pill is, there's a blue pill, which is you're ignorant to what society's, you stay ignorant and you listen to what society tells you, or you can be like Morpheus from the movie The Matrix and take the red pill, and now you can see the world for what it is, and you can see women for how they are. And guess what? They don't actually love you. They're hypergamous. That guy that makes more money than you, she's gonna suck his dick in Target while she's going to get groceries, and she's not gonna fucking tell you. And they just like push insecurity, but they victimize men. So when you see these guys in the position where they have to be accountable, the shit crumbles. And really, the reason why they don't like these girls that do OnlyFans and shit like that is because they're really competing against them. Lonely Men is the most profitable market, bro. You see this shit. Looks maxing. They buy the courses. They buy all the products. They buy all the shit. Money. Red pill. They buy the courses, the game, the this, that, and the third. The mentoring and the coaching and the books. Boom. The OnlyFans girls, they're the subscriptions and shit like that. Lonely Men are the biggest spenders, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Like sniz.
What is that?
You're a fucking. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your mouth.
Oh my god.
Shut your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did I just say?
I love how she just looked at him with that blank ass stare, like, oh motherfucker, you look bad right now.
Stupid bitch. Shut your mouth. Shut your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby.
What did I just say?
With the
sorry, I'm sorry. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you
What does that even mean, bro? We just seen that clip. I'm gonna swipe through this shit.
Try to
your hatred against
do the women that you try to
unlike others, aren't even attempting to justify or say, hey, there are exemptions to rules or make up any sort of philosophy or theory. He goes to 5th grade antics mimicking this young woman and then goes on to call her all types of names. He says, don't talk about my family, when literally the purpose of these platforms and podcasts is digging into young girls, talking about their family and trying to get to the reason as to why they are who they are, to unpack the difference between men and women. Andrew, you talk about people's families all the time, but now that the shoe is on the other foot, you turn into an emotional baby. Which brings me to my second point about his hypocrisy.
Should have just said you turned into a bitch.
hypocrisy. Andrew and the entire red pill community oftentimes talk about how women tend to be more emotional and that in the face of adversity, they always lean on the emotional side of the conversation. But every time I see Andrew Wilson being in a debate in which he is clearly either losing or is just trying to hammer home a point, he is the first person in all these conversations to go the emotional route.
I will be needing to leave at 6 p.m. So for anyone who is leaving or who is watching and not 6:30, because I have a lot of reasons.
I mean, you agreed to do
6:30.
6:30.
There's a lot of reasons. I mean, I have some health issues. I just sitting here for this prolonged period. I was not told, by the way, that this was going to be 3 hours. I thought it was going to be an hour max.
We didn't specify that it was going to be an hour max.
I actually was very poor communication on your end. But anyways, I'm telling you.
Damn. Why are they getting so mad about that? My thing is this: why didn't you just tell her, like, yo, this shit's gonna be 3 hours?
That I will be
poor
leaving at 6.
communication on your end. You're going to a show and didn't bother asking how long it was going to be.
I mean, again, I have health problems.
Yeah, but why
I
would
mean,
you
are
have
you
a
serious?
different
like,
assumption?
are you fucking serious?
I'm fucking serious. Why would you have a different
health
assumption?
issues.
Why would
I would have just walked out.
How would we know that?
I'm telling you now.
Oh, you're fundamentally a dishonest person.
Nah, 3 hours is low key crazy.
I mean, that's
you're fundamentally what the fuck? I'd have been like, and you fundamentally are annoying as shit. Shut the fuck up, and I would have.
We know that.
I'm telling you now.
Oh, you're fundamentally a dishonest person.
I mean, that's just kind of something that you don't want to disclose because it's a little embarrassing.
Are you quiet?
Look,
strong
we're
woman.
Not asking
I thought you were a strong woman.
I hope you guys have a really good day. I'm leaving.
Hold on.
No,
you're gonna cry.
Yeah, that's called having a backbone.
Hold on.
I thought you were a strong woman.
All right.
Shouldn't
Charlie? Did I bring
women? Do they know
Charlie?
that
Did
your
I bring
wife
your
is 5
family?
years older?
Did I bring any of your
You
family
called me
into
fucking
anything?
stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
There's no way that you can really sit there and justify being a big, strong, manly man, not getting emotional, et cetera, et cetera. But when presented with actual facts about your life, you can't even stand in it and you actually become emotional. It's literally hypocrisy by definition. It doesn't make any sense to me. I would have rather had
just a
Andrew
persona.
sit in there and say, well, you know what?
How do anyone watch his content? It's a bunch of lonely men. They're incels. They're involuntarily celibate. So they could be cracking cheeks. They could be cracking cheeks, but that's the shit that they watch, bro. They don't have lives, bro. And here's the thing, those guys, you ever been on IG Reels and there's always that one guy that's just hating on everything that you're, like, just hating on life in general, bro? Dude, do you know that there's going to be people that are going to be sitting down eating dinner with their families? What a fucking waste of time. You know what you should be doing? You're not where you want to be at. You should be grinding. There's going to be some lame motherfucker that's eating turkey on a Thursday. Bitch, get to work. Like, it's Thanksgiving, motherfucker. Like, what? Come on, bro. Those are the people that watch that kind of shit. They don't have, like, any enjoyment in their life.
I actually found somebody who made me feel as if there is an exception to the rule and it is possible. But generally speaking, don't date single mother. I don't know. That would have been a better way to phrase it. But with how much energy he speaks about these different situations, to go behind closed doors and not live that actual life is super weird and disgusting to me. And I think that the woman debating Andrew that got him so upset actually kind of hits the nail on the head about his whole life and the entirety of the Red Pill community.
Better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional man.
Let's go through it, Chuck.
None of these guys are traditional men. Literally anybody holding a mic, claiming to be a part of the Red Pill community, claiming to be a part of the Manosphere, claiming to be a part of this organization that pushes against these.
It's not traditional at all. They just try to make it seem like it. And a lot of those people be in Miami. They be telling, oh, it's got to be closed on her end, open on your end. Like, what, bro? Andrew's just a piece of shit. It doesn't take anything to be decent towards someone you're debating. That's because it struck a nerve.
These rhetorics and ideologies of modern Western women talking about men's self-help and men's improvement, etc., etc. None of them are traditional men. They all got successful off of rage baiting and working a social media algorithm. And day by day, their lives get exposed to the masses. And it's okay. I think the masses would understand that there are situations and circumstances that aren't going to align with the ideal picture of masculinity, whatever the hell that is. But you can't be the one peddling this information while simultaneously in the background living a different life. I wouldn't want a trainer yelling at me over and over again about my diet, my exercise, and my health while then...
And they fat as fuck and they don't even work out.
going home, eating Snickers, ice cream, cookies, and cakes, not working out, and not sleeping properly. And especially when we know that the red pill community, the manosphere community, all these communities, people like Andrew Wilson are leading into real life impact and effects on young men in society. It actually is very disgusting, disheartening, and alarming that in 2025, they are unraveling at the seams only after they've done years and years worth of damage that probably cannot be fixed. But I'm here to tell you that those manosphere guys like Andrew Wilson are not real. They're not even halfway living in their truth. They're actually embarrassed.
Yeah, bro. 99.9% of the internet is fake, bro. This shit is just one big fucking show.
About their lives. Hell, that's why he's not even going up on this mic and saying, yeah, that is my family. I love them. No, he's embarrassed about his situation because it completely contradicts the mess that he is selling on the internet.
Facts.
But I'm here to tell you, Andrew Wilson is exactly who I have displayed in this video. He is a grifter. He is a beta male. He is an emotional baby who doesn't live his life. And more importantly, he's a weak excuse for a man. Somebody who can't even open up a pickle jar.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
There's no way he can't open the pickle jar. Oh my God.
I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Your hand greased the
I remember this.
whole top of it.
Your hand greased
Literally
the whole
slippery.
top.
Oh.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Oh my God, he's really struggling with that shit, bro.
Opportunity with.
Grab me a paper towel
You
so I
gotta
can
see me open a pickle jar, bro. I could open a pickle jar, bro.
dry the top of it off.
You're the big strong man. There you go. Come on.
Drawing the top.
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I
Oh
gotta
my
have a way to
God.
grip it. I gotta grip
And
it.
she just laughing because she know that shit is gonna get clipped. Oh my God. Let me give it to my alpha male.
Try it.
He's gonna take him one.
You fucker.
Yeah. Bro, you
Bullshit.
could even just see from his forearm, he works out.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
That's crazy, bro. I'm just so happy these motherfuckers are getting exposed, bro. They genuinely deserve it.